Hello everyone, this is Showtime Moment 2. In this video we are going to talk about encounters between Greek and Turkish air forces over the Aegean Sea. Those meetings between military aircraft are quite common. They often end peacefully, but in some cases they end tragically. Why do they even happen? How come the two nominal NATO allies have such tense relationships? Two countries actually fought each other relatively recently in 1974 after the Turkish invasion of Cyprus. You could say that the roots go all the way back to the Middle Ages, but more recently there seems to be a disagreement over what constitutes territorial waters or airspace. As far as I can see, Greece claims 10 nautical miles around its islands, while Turkey only recognizes 4. Feel free to correct me if that's wrong. When you look at the map, some Greek islands are almost at stone-throwing range from Turkish mainland. Greek and Turkish air forces operate similar types of aircrafts. F-16 forms the backbone of both services. The two countries are among the last Phantom users, and historically they also flew types such as F-5 and F-104. One major difference is the Greek use of French aircraft. Greece is a former operator of Mirage F1, current operator of Mirage 2000, and the latest addition to their air force will be the Rafale. But back to airspace violations. According to Greek media, violations of Greek airspace by Turkish aircraft happen more than 1,000 times a year. Greek aircraft try to intercept Turkish ones, and it sometimes ends in simulated dogfights. How serious are they? In recent years we could see some HUD footage from both sides. Neither of these seemed very violent. There was no dropping of fuel tanks, no high-G aggressive maneuvers. But there were a few different cases. In 1992, a Greek Mirage F1 engaged 2 Turkish F-16s at very low altitude. The Mirage crashed, killing its pilot. In 2006, Greek F-16s intercepted Turkish F-16s in an F-4. A Greek and a Turkish F-16 collided, and the Greek pilot lost his life. The incident we are going to focus on took place in October 1996. 8 months before, the two countries were on the brink of war, with an uninhabited island of Emia being the spark. The situation was solved diplomatically, but tensions were apparently still there. On 8 October 1996, 4 Turkish F-4 Phantoms were on a training flight over the Aegean Sea. 2 Greek Mirages from 331st Squadron took off to intercept them. Turkish controllers then directed 2 F-16s that were also on a training mission near the Phantoms, or possibly with them, towards the Mirages. One of the Turkish F-16 was a 2-seater flown by Captain Nail Erdoğan and Lieutenant Colonel Osman Çiçekli. According to the Turkish side, the F-16s were not armed. According to the Greek side, they were. After these two flights met, a simulated 1 versus 1 dogfight developed between Erdoğan and Çiçekli's F-16 and one of the Mirages flown by Lieutenant Grivas. engagement initially seemed to go the usual way until a moment in which Lieutenant Grivas launched a short-range Magic missile, which hit the Turkish F-16. Lieutenant Colonel Tragically successfully ejected and was subsequently rescued by a Greek Navy ship. Captain Erdogan was never found. What exactly happened there? Why did Lieutenant Grivas launch a missile? Turkey claimed it was deliberate. In fact, they even tried to sue the Greek pilot. Initially, however, both sides described this event as an accident. Only in 2012, the Turkish defense minister confirmed that their aircraft was shot down by a missile. Greek side, as far as I can find, still maintains that the F-16 crash was not caused by them. It seems a little unlikely that an airplane would experience a major breakdown at that precise time. The most likely explanation is that Lieutenant Grivas wasn't aware that his master arm switch was in arm position. It wouldn't be the only accident of this nature. You have probably heard of an RAF Phantom that accidentally shot down a Jaguar in 1982. In that case, the pilot and the weapon system officer both failed to notice the mode their airplane was in. Some suggest that Grivas was actually ordered to shoot because of airspace violation, or that he acted in self-defense because the Turkish F-16 locked him up. Neither of these seem likely to me. Now I have to say that the encounter shown in this video is symbolic. We don't have a HUD tape or any detailed description of flight parameters. Also, the Turkish F-16 was a two-seater, which is represented here by a single-seater. Funny how two-seater Vipers seem to get all the action despite their relatively small numbers. If you liked the video, be sure to press the like button. This is a huge help to the channel. Supporting the channel on Patreon would be even bigger help. There you can find exclusive content such as another Mirage 2000 in action story and a video about the first Saudi F-15 kill during the 1980s tanker war. Subscribe if you haven't already and keep watching Showtime 112.